Hi Ultimate Gardeners, welcome back to the Ultimate Gardening channel. In today's exciting spreading video, I'm going to be debunking so-called gardening hacks that I've seen come around on YouTube lately. I know there's a lot of disinformation around here. I'm going to explain the definition of disinformation in a while, but I really want to showcase to you guys these gardening hacks and sort of debunk them and show you guys what's the actual results that will happen if you try this at home. So let's jump right into this video. So to main gardeners, disinformation is when a source like the channel we're seeing today provides false information to their viewer, but their viewer does not catch that automatically. And they sort of use this disinformation sort of to gain more popularity and views and likes. But the thing is, the viewers don't know that this is false information, and they're really just liking and viewing nonsense completely, because it's sort of as a perspective view as an experienced gardener. It's sort of like, how do they create these types of things? And whoever makes these types of hacks sort of needs a little bit more thought process behind it, because it really doesn't make sense. For example, like the first video or hack we're seeing today is them trying to propagate a rose plant using an aloe vera leaf, dipping it into some type of gassed liquid, and it forms roots and it creates an entire rose bush. The problem behind this is that aloe vera, you'll see a whole bunch of hacks around the YouTube online social media thing with aloe vera. Aloe vera is not recommended because it does not have that rooting hormone it needs to root a plant like a rose bush, as well as dipping it in some type of gassed liquid like that is not recommended because rose bushes take so long to actually propagate. By the time it's willing to propagate, the aloe vera would rot and also start rotting the rose stem. So you don't want to do that. The solution to this is you want to go ahead and clear off any leaves and stem or thorns from your rose clipping or cutting. You want to dip it in rooting hormone or honey, which I've seen some gardeners do as well. Put it in well-draining soil, keep it in the shade, make sure it's constantly moist and around a lot of humidity, and by the time about 1.5 months to 2 months pass, you will have your brand new rooted rose plant. So that's what you're supposed to do. So let's go ahead and move on to the next hack. So Ultimate Gardeners, hack number 2 is them using a banana, making a hole in it, putting a baby aloe vera plant in it, and planting the entire thing in a pot, and supposedly the banana is going to decompose. Potassium speeds up growth. Well, the little problem with this is this. Number one, aloe vera does not like to sit in moisture, and bananas, as you guys know, tend to have a lot of moisture in them. So with growing an aloe vera in a banana is not such a good idea, because by the time it starts decomposing, it will start rotting the aloe vera roots and completely destroy your plant. I don't know what they're trying to show with you guys, because this is completely like irrational and completely nonsense, because it's super easy to grow aloe vera. They don't really need potassium to grow because they're a desert plant, so the only thing you have to do is take your aloe vera pup, plant it in some soil, give it sun, give it very little water one time every week, and you're done. I don't really know why they use a banana for this, because their point really didn't come through, but if you're a beginner gardener, there's a chance you could have been tricked with this hack and you just killed your aloe vera plant. So this is not really a really good life hack. If not, just do the simple way. Plant it in soil, give it sun, give it a little bit of water, and you'll have a great aloe vera plant to grow. So let's go ahead and move on to the next life hack. So to main gardeners, the next following up hack is them taking a lemon seed, planting it in an eggshell, using it as a biodegradable seed starter pot. Well, one problem with this is that the eggshell takes many months, probably even years, for it to biodegrade. Although it's a great source of potassium, when that tree wants to start growing and spreading roots, that eggshell will retain it from doing so, and it will not let the plant grow properly. So the thing you could do is you can use an eggshell as a seed starter if you are those types of gardeners that want to use organic matter in the garden. You could use eggshells, but when you're ready to plant it out, crush up that eggshell and plant it down. You don't want to plant it whole, just make sure you crush it up so it allow the roots to spread around and not become root bound. So that's your solution to this hack. So let's go ahead and move on to the next hack. So Ultimate Gardeners, the next hack is them taking a corn cob, stabbing a skewer through the corn kernels, and planting the fresh kernels out and having corn plants. Well, this is completely wrong. Why? because with them stabbing the seed with the skewer is completely destroying the seeds automatically. Those seeds are not gonna work, and them planting it out fresh kernels, they are not gonna germinate. The step in growing corn from seed is you want to take the kernels separately, dry them out for a few days, and then you can plant them out. Not stab them with a skewer, plant them out freshly into soil, and you'll expect to have fully germinated corn plants. That is not gonna work. So the solution is, once again, get your corn cob, separate the seeds, spread them out in a paper towel, wait until they dry completely, then you can plant them out in your garden, because corn is very easy to grow in your backyard. So this is a completely wrong hack, and they just completely made an easy gardening plant, a corn, which is one of the easiest plants to grow, and made it difficult for a beginner gardener. So that's why, if you're a beginner gardener, do not watch these types of hacks, because they are completely filled with disinformation. So let's move on to the last and final hack. So to my gardeners, the final hack is them taking the top of a carrot, putting it in snow, and by springtime you have a completely new carrot to enjoy. Well, completely wrong at its fullest, because number one, you can regrow carrot foliage from a carrot top. So you just cut the top off the carrot, put it in a little bit of water, and you will see carrot foliage to grow again, and you can use that in salads. But a little bit of a bummer moment, you will not have a new carrot from the carrot top, especially if you plant it in the snow and expect in the spring to have a new carrot. That is not going to work. The only thing you'll have is a frozen carrot top. That's it. If you want the foliage, you could put it in a little bit of water, plant it out in a little bit of dirt, cut the foliage and use it in salads as like a little bit of a garnish, but you will not grow a completely new carrot from that top. That is just not going to work. The solution to this is just plant them out from seed, and you'll have a successful carrot harvest. It's not that hard to do gardening. It's just when disinformation sources like this, like 5-Minute Crafts and Blossom, they just tend to make these gardening hacks at a full extreme and make the viewers think that this is right information, but they just waste their time and material doing these hacks, and at the end figure out that these are complete failures. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this exciting spreading video, you guys. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. So that's gonna be it for this exciting spreading video, you guys. May God bless you and your family, and never forget to grow big, ultimate gardeners. Bye, guys.